Hey everyone, welcome to a new video, and this one is even a new series today. As you probably see, I'm not alone. I'm here with Yann Leafgard. Say hi, Yann.
Hello.
Hey Yann, welcome. He's a big supporter of the stream, always around. And I came up with a new idea, which is gonna be kind of a coaching project, at least over 6 months. So should be awesome content for you to follow. Weekly videos every Sunday, an update video. You can maybe introduce yourself a little bit?
So my name is Yann, and I am a 23 years old French software engineer. I have a passion for poker since high school, with a recent strategic approach. So like for the last months, I've been playing poker up to 8 to 10 hours per week alongside work. I'm playing mostly in cash game, but we will see that maybe in the doc later on. But I'm playing at NL2 and L5 stakes, and I aspire to become maybe a professional poker player to allow myself to play in the mornings and earn a living, and spend the afternoons continuing with software development.
Perfect. Yeah, that sounds really good. So Jan is super motivated. Basically, our goal is to put Jan out of the Microstakes. We don't know where we will end up. 6 months. Again, this is going to be one weekly episode, so I'm not going to coach Jan 20 hours every week, but we'll try to do 2 hours at least, record everything, and then, yeah, put it on YouTube. Maybe cut it down a bit. 2 hours might be too long of videos. But yeah, the format is going to be cash game, starting from NL5 with, Jan, can you help me? 250 euro bankroll, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the starting point. Jan, as you can see under his webcam, is also streaming. So it's going to be great. You can follow his channel. There will be all the links in the description. Definitely check it out. Also a big factor. It's great for you people to follow. And yeah, Jan is struggling as a lot of people on the micros. And our goal is to solve that problem, basically. Do you have something else? Jan already showed me a super professional introduction letter, which we're gonna go over now right away. So that's great. Again, this will be a long-term project. There's a lot of content coming. I'm super hyped about this. And yeah, something else to add before we go to the sheet, Jan?
I'm hyped as well.
Okay, that's awesome. I'll just look at my paper if we missed something. No, should be fine. Let's start with the introduction. So again, this is so professional. I couldn't make this myself. What the heck? Basically, yeah, Jan introduced himself already. If you want to add some stuff, maybe you have something interesting.
But I think the document is even more complete than what I can say for now. So
yeah,
maybe let's just go down the document for now.
Yeah. The goal, we're gonna set some goals now. Also, Jan is gonna make an awesome Excel sheet where you can follow all the progress, like we did in the Road to Vegas challenge. Formats is gonna be cash game, as we said, starting from NL5. What are your current stakes? Again, maybe you can talk about this red X here a little bit.
So I'm usually playing NL2, maybe sometimes NL5, taking shots which never went right. But also at some point when I started learning with the French poker players from Kill Tilt, with their masterclass to improve your skills, then I was like, maybe I can try and see on higher stakes. Maybe the lower stakes are the issue, not me. And I gave a little shot in NL 200, in which I lost my stack. But then I realized maybe I am the issue and not the stakes itself.
Yeah, usually that's not a great idea, but I can relate. Funny fact, when I started back in 2011, I did a ton of strategy, right? Before even grinding it up, whatever. I watched so many videos just because I was super hyped about the strategy. So I started, let's say, with €200 grinding NL10, and it wouldn't work out right away, but I get also annoyed, I got impatient. I would go an NL100 one day after losing maybe 2-3 stacks again on NL10. Bankroll was at that point 150 or so, and I thought, fuck this, I'm way better. I just move up on NL100, try it out. Busted the roll, obviously.
Exact same issue here.
Yeah, that's something I can relate to. I think a lot of people have that. They just get impatient. And this is not going to be only about strategy. Mindset is a huge thing. We're also going to introduce some real life stuff, routines, whatever, general outlook on life, because that's really important for me. It should not be only about poker, but also about life in general. In the first few episodes, now we're just going to focus on poker mainly, because otherwise it's going to be too long of videos. But that's a really good point. I think a lot of people can relate to that. Maybe I can even increase the size a bit so you can... It should be fine like this. All right. Yeah, again, awesome to have it all here. We're going to be super honest about all the results, about struggles, problems. If we bust a roll in 2 weeks, it's going to be what it is, you know? We're not going to try, but it is what it is. Again, Bankroll will be 250, right?
250 finally, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. 250, 50 binds on NL5. You're a French guy, so you play on Stars FR, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's going to be the site. We have some results. So Yann already grinded a huge volume here. Okay, you already wrote 12 months. Again, the results seem not too promising here. Do you see the tilt session on NL200, yeah. I guess?
Exactly.
Maybe you wanna go over a bit what are your biggest struggles? What do you think, as we see you're super, let's say you're putting in the effort, but something seems to be not working out. What do you think could be the problem behind it?
I think so as you can see on the graph, mental is a bit difficult for me. With the NL200 session, but overall, I think mostly what I'm struggling with is that I feel like I'm getting better, but it takes so much time to get better. I see it especially on the like 20,000 first hands, where the graph is almost flat, and just over time, I feel like I'm getting like negative about myself, and I feel like I won't be winning, and then I have the wrong mindset, and then it gets worse, and then because it gets worse, I have the wrong mindset, and so on. So I think that's my biggest issue on the hands I analyzed until today.
Okay, basically you're getting in a cycle where you get maybe impatient.
Exactly.
Because it doesn't work out, and then you play worse because you want to force it, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, that's something I could see. That makes a lot of sense. Micros, again, this is NL5, NL2. Is it all NL2? No.
The two first are, and so the first one is all stakes.
Okay. Yeah,
all
sure.
stakes.
Sure.
The second one is only NL2, so it removes the NL200 issue.
I see. There's another graph here. Awesome. Yeah, rake is gonna be quite high, I guess, on those micros. 10 BB per 100. You even wrote here. But what is your background on strategy until now? Did you study? Did you read some books? Whatever. I guess it's a bit outdated. But what was your start? So you came, you know about the game, or you maybe talk a little bit about that.
So when I started tracking the hands, you mean?
Basically, you came in touch with poker when did you first hear about the game? What did you think about it? How did you get? Yeah.
So I heard about poker when I was in high school. I was about to travel to England, and I had one friend which was playing on the WSOP, the fake money app,
Okay.
which is available on the Play Store. And we were just waiting in the train, and I was seeing him play poker, and I was like, seems cool, but seems so difficult. There are so much rules and so on. But we had so much time in the travel to London, so he taught me a bit about poker in general, and I think I quite liked it because I'm still at it now, and I had some luck. I had some luck on his application, so he sometimes let me play on his account, and I had lots of aces, kings.
Don't do that, guys. Everyone is making mistakes, right? It's not
Yeah,
allowed,
exactly.
but I know how it is, obviously. Yeah.
And I had not. I was not 18, so in theory I should not be able to play.
Oh, when was it?
Yeah.
So 6 years ago,
It
5?
was yes,
Like
almost.
2018, 17?
Yes, I think I was like 16 years old or 17 years
Okay.
old max.
So you got a bit hyped about the game. What then? What's next?
Then I stopped playing some time because I was focusing on the school and engineering graduation, and I came back on poker like 1 year ago, I think. Still for fun at that time, because I was missing poker. It was fun. I liked it a lot, and it came with the Winamax Poker Tour, which is from the French Winamax app to play poker on. They are making a tour in France where you have some steps in different cities, and you can play poker in real life. Then, if you can qualify to them.
Oh, sounds good.
And
Cool. Mm-hmm.
yeah, so I tried qualifying to that poker tournament, which happened twice. So I got qualified once in Lyon and once in Reims in France.
Oh, wow.
And
From a free
yeah,
roll? No.
yes, from a free roll. I finished 36 out of 3,600 people like
Sick.
in tournament. Yeah, and so twice. And I could go to Lyon, but I could not go to Reims because I had no money anymore.
Okay. How much was the buy-in?
So it was free because it was full. It was full qualifying online.
Oh, so how much was the prize pool? Was it a certain amount or?
So at Lyon and all the steps, it was no prize pool. It was just like the 7 or 8 first are qualified to the final in Paris for 1 million.
Wow.
Yeah, it was satellite to satellite to satellite
Okay,
to.
but that 1 million, was there a normal buy-in too, or was it just all for those free rolls?
It was also free rolls.
Wow, 1 million they put out. Wow.
Yeah. And they
Okay.
do this almost every year. So I tried qualifying for that, and I luckily ended up 170, something like that, in Lyon out of 750 players.
Okay.
In which were some Winamax team, Winamax Poker Pro team, and so on. So it was. I was already happy from that, even though I
Yeah, sure.
didn't qualify to Paris and so on. And from that, I was like, okay, maybe I have something to do in the poker industry, and I will start learning and just get better at it.
When was that? Now?
That was almost 1 year ago.
Oh, that's recently. So 1 year ago you thought, now I'm gonna take it serious, or now I start. Okay. Then you go to the French coaching Tilt, right? You started?
Exactly. So there are ex pro players. One which is especially mental things related pro player.
Okay.
And they are doing a series which is a masterclass which you can buy for like 500 euro, and it's about more than 100 hours of poker videos, mental videos, almost everything you need finally to get better at it. And in those 100 videos, I spent like 50 or 60 hours, but on 30% of all the content, because I was rewatching videos about mental, about sport, about meditation, about so much things. I couldn't get still to the really technical improvements.
The strategy part.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So right now you're still on that pursuit?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's good. So our goal again will be, do you think it would help you? What do you think was missing until now. So basically, the strategy part was not. You didn't put too much effort into it, or
So, no, it was just about time, I think, for now. I didn't go forward because I had no specific time, or maybe also because I preferred playing over learning. Especially also because they say in the masterclass, if you are playing in Microstakes, you should be like playing 80% of the time and just learn like 20% until you get better, at least like NL10, NL25.
okay.
Because basically what they say is you first need volume to evaluate yourself and understand where you are missing, where you are leaking, and so on.
Yeah, I can see
So
that. I can see that. It's good to have an idea again, even though it looks really bad now, not beating maybe NL5, NL2. But getting an impression is definitely good. So yeah, good story. NL2 also seems. What was the BB per 100 in that overall? This is the whole graph, right?
it's
58.
written in the left, yeah.
It's minus 20.
Yes.
Okay. EV the same, I guess. Similar.
I don't have the EV graph.
It's not. It's not important. Yeah, the
But
two.
it was. I think
yeah.
it was even lower.
Okay. This is all money you put yourself, right? Just the money you have on the site, and you want to put in the bankroll. Okay. Yeah. Basically, we're gonna try to move you out there. Hopefully, get some green numbers at some point. It's gonna be a long way. Again, this will not be done in 1 week or two. There's a lot of. Did you follow the stream a lot, right? So
Yes.
did you get something out of it? Some things you could apply already?
I think the most important thing I realized when looking at your streams, and especially at your road to WSOP, where in your first or second episode, I don't remember, you were not winning in Microstakes. And I was like, okay, maybe you just need time, and finally life is just one long session.
Yeah, definitely. 100%.
Yeah, I had some reality checks like that.
That's good. Yeah. Yeah, again, variance is huge, especially on micros too, when the rake is so high. This does not mean that it should be unbeatable, but you need to grind in volume. And sometimes I feel like how people approach it nowadays, they all go GTO. Okay, this is a theoretic perfect play. But on micros, it's so simple in theory. You just wait for a good hand and put all the money in. That's going to make you a ton of money. It doesn't sound that crazy. Again, thinking about ranges, you should not, if you see me stream NL100 right now, whatever, you should not copy that and play it on NL2. No way, right? There's different rake, there's different opponents. Micros is just another level. But what I think is great, I did it myself. You have to move up stake because you have those players also on the higher stakes sometimes. And if you really know how to exploit tendencies, leaks, especially also in live games, people are just not really good. So knowing how to deal with that is a great skill. And moving up, that's our goal now. Really try to focus on what we need to, what we can exploit, what are people making mistakes about. Yeah, that's the main point. So let's go a bit. Okay, technical lead, adjusting, huge point. That's gonna be a big one, especially on the micros. Consistent bet sizing. Again, bet sizing. We can just play our hand in a vacuum. We don't care about GTO. When you have a good hand, bet huge. When you're bluffing and you think it's a cheap bluff tiny, you know? We can just do whatever we want because nobody cares on micros. People play crazy, that's it. I'm not sure how to play mid-range. Yeah, that's tricky ones. Especially small pairs, I guess we're just gonna play quite solid tight at the beginning. Not getting into many tough post-flop decisions. Yeah, just tight, aggressive, solid poker. Feel like I 3-bet with marginal hands in the cutoff or small blind too often, get called and then lose 9BB on the closest street. Yeah, we're gonna try to not get into, let's say, spots where we play a loose range, and then post flop it's really tricky because people don't fold, people whatever. Yeah, just playing tight. That's gonna be the first step. I tag players and take notes, not enough, but I don't actually read them. Good point. I wouldn't. We play on normal tables, right? That's the goal. So
Yes.
definitely tagging people is important. We're also gonna use a HUD to have maybe a bit more read some people. Yeah, we're gonna get into that. Also, to track the results is super important in my opinion. What are the top mental leagues? Okay, too result oriented. I see that for a lot of people. Impatient. Yeah, definitely on micros. That's a huge thing. Downswings. Again, it really sucks when you play 60k hands and you seem like losing all the time on micros. What's going on, right? What is your thought about that?
Sorry.
No worries.
Sorry. So yeah, but losing permanently is just like you don't feel like you're improving, and that's also an issue in poker because even if you're improving, variants make it so that you can, how to say, you can still be losing even though if you improve, and that's I think one of my biggest issue. I have some difficulties evaluating myself where I am at, and also it was a bit in the masterclass also. I'm comparing much between my C and my A game, and it's like a snake. And then I realized, okay, did my A game improve? In case it's yes, then of course the C game also improved because everything goes on a timeline. Everything goes higher. So I'm trying to see when I play good, do I really play good or not? And yeah, but even when I'm losing, so it's really difficult to handle.
Basically being objective about not the results oriented. Yeah, that's a huge point.
Yep.
I find it boring to play such small stakes. I can see that too for a lot of people. It feels like a lot of effort for little return, likely tied to being result oriented. Yes, I can relate. Again, we're just gonna try to focus not about the stakes, but always making the best play. That's our goal, and then results will follow. That's the only way. Struggle to fold strong hands against erratic behavior. I make too many hero calls, I guess. I think I do it disconsciously. This could be a thing, but not super sure about it. Basically, on Microstakes, everyone plays so loose, so people find a lot of random bluffs. Again, I hope we can categorize people well to know who is the guy we want to hero call against, who is the guy we want to fold. That's going to be a huge goal. HUD helps there, just getting an impression. Someone playing really loose is usually easier to hero call against someone playing normal. Just trying to identify the regs and who is playing completely random. But sometimes you see that also when you're playing focused and someone limps 3 hands in a row, you know there's something going on, right?
Yes.
Hard to stay focused. I often multitask while playing, like watching a stream, listening. Okay, yeah, that's a good one. How many tables do you play on average?
So I play 4 tables. And also, that's a bit related to the fact I am streaming, because when I stream, I feel like I'm more concentrated and focused in my poker. Also because I have to show it off to other people so that I can do it.
Okay.
But yeah, when I'm not streaming, I'm almost always multitasking with my 4 tables. And I'm not even sure, is it because I need like 1 or 2 more tables, or because just I'm not in the mood to play poker? I still need to analyze that. I don't have the right answer for this.
Okay. How many tables are you allowed to play on French sides? Whatever you want. For example, on IT, it's we just can play 4, no more. So
okay, because I didn't try playing more than 4. So
okay. Anyways,
we'll see.
Yeah, I would start with 4, and then we'll see if this could be a problem. Maybe we need to increase. Maybe that keeps you more focused. Really good thing. Again, Yann is gonna try to stream all sessions whenever possible. So again, follow his links, follow Twitch everywhere. Should be fun. We're gonna try to keep a nice progress in Excel and basically for you to follow. That's all. We want to have a consistent journey and keep it all transparent. What do you enjoy about poker that isn't okay? I love learning. That's great. Poker seems calm and yeah, seems good. Awesome. What roles does player? Maybe you want to talk about some points here. This is more maybe about mindset later on when we do those sessions.
Yes, but mainly in my life, poker is a bit like a game. Finally, I played a lot of games which were almost always competitive because I like playing against other and winning, of course, which is a bit against result oriented. But
yeah,
I think poker is very competitive because you have to finally you don't have to be the fish of someone else, and you have to make money on the other guys. So it's kind of a competition as well. So I think that's why I like it.
Sorry, my mic was off. Yeah, that's a good point. For now, again, we're gonna keep it as a hobby. It should be fun. That's also important. Otherwise, if you really hate it at some point, you're just gonna get burned out or you just quit. So
Yes.
we're not gonna force too much. Again, another good point, we're gonna try to play only sessions. We'll get to goals later. Let's see it there. This is good. We're gonna talk about bankroll management in future episodes, I guess. For now, the goal is to grind it up from 250 on NL5. Table selection, stuff like that is super important. I'd love to play some live tournaments, good stuff. What you want to avoid? Definitely, yeah, going broke would be annoying. Even though, again, we should be able to avoid that by bankroll management, but variance can be a huge thing, especially. Let's say you don't play A games always, you get annoyed by running bad, then it's a really awful circle, and that just goes really fast down.
It goes faster and faster.
Yeah, exactly. It's a vicious circle. Current objective. This is also more about life. Again, I'm super hyped for you to be so professional, disciplined with all this stuff. We're going to get into this more in the mindset things. Yeah, you think there's some other points to cover? Again, playing with a hat, that's good. The goal is 10k hands a month. And yeah?
Yeah, I think I have almost everything on the sheet. So
Perfect. Sometimes I have to turn off my mic to not have interference. So yeah, looks really good. Again, first really important point here is that you're super motivated, and that should help a lot. Otherwise, at some point, if you struggle a bit, you might just quit, and that's not going to be our goal. We need to be consistent here. And again, if everything goes off, it's what could be the worst thing? We go broke and lose the 250, I guess.
And crying, I think.
Crying is good. That's gonna process the emotion then. We're just gonna cry for a week and that's it.
Yeah, basically going broke, I think would be the worst scenario. So
yeah, you even have a schedule here. So don't force yourself too much. Again, if you have a day where you don't feel like playing at all, okay, you try. This doesn't mean quitting any session. But if you feel like today is not the mood to play, just don't play. Maybe there's another time. Maybe there's the day after you're more excited and play an hour more or whatever.
Yeah.
So we'll keep it like that. I'll open the Excel sheet now, which is awesome. You made a great sheet here.
I copied yours. So
yeah, that's perfect. No, this is really good for people to follow. So we're gonna link this also in the description. What are your thoughts about this one? So again, bankroll is 250. PokerStars FR is the site. Normal tables, 6 max cash game. That's the plan, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It will be a bit of some adjustments because on Winamax I was playing 5 max only.
Mm-hmm.
So there's one more position finally, which is the under the gun position in 6 max.
Yeah.
So I will need some adjustments. I already started playing from this month NL5, so it should be okay.
Sounds good. Yeah. I like the fact that we have NL 100, 200 here. We're quite we're ambitious, but
we also have NL2, so
exactly, we have the whole journey on point. That's perfect. So again, this you will update this after every session, right? Did you already check if everything works?
It does work, but I need a second. I need a first line to make the automatic
billing that it completes.
Yes, I need one line. So for the moment, it's almost ready.
Okay, perfect. So again, the challenge obviously will be a bit delayed between the videos, maybe a week. Every video live on Sunday 6 p.m. 18. What is it in English? 6 o'clock in the evening.
Yes.
We have the 18. I like that one more. 18. 18 o'clock. Yeah. All right. So yeah, we're gonna update here everything. You can find all the links here. You can find it under the video. And another big thing, we have weekly goals here, which for now I came up. Yann is also gonna fill out these. For now, these are just poker related. So the goal is to play 10k hands a month, and you're gonna put it all in here, right? Make it even a bit more detailed. Maybe this is just a paper we did real quick before the stream now. So we thought about some goals. First is volume. It's not winnings. Maybe some people think about winnings, but that's a huge mistake because winnings is influenced by so many factors. We just want to influence the things we can control, and that's playing enough volume, that's playing in a good mood, that's table selection. What else? Something pops up in your head?
No, but I was just wondering because you say table selection, but you cannot table select on PokerStars, can you?
A little bit. Let's say you have a full rag table. You can just leave and open another one, right? That's what I mean. So trying to have an idea, okay, is this a table I should play? You play a few hands and then you get an idea. Should I play on these tables or there might be better ones on NL2? NL5 we play. Usually there's better ones, so...
Okay, I was wondering because on Winamax you see all the current tables and you can just click and see the names if you know them or not and so on.
Yeah, sure, that's how it was back in the days. Yeah, here too. Now it's not possible anymore. I can relate, yeah.
They don't want you to target fishes or...
Yeah. So another one, we need to get some strategy in. And again, I'm a big video fan. I'm a big fan of RunItOnce. So we put that one in. The goal is to get one video in per week on RunItOnce for the essential plan. You don't need to get the elite for now. Definitely not. The essential plan is $25 a month, I think. Mm-hmm. And I'll try to search some videos maybe in the future, which might be good. So we'll put some basic ones. Now I would you pick one yourself. We're going to talk about it next week. I would focus on pre-flop for now. There's a lot of good stuff. Again, RunItOnce now is an affiliate. So if you want to support the project and the stream and everything connected, you can use my link in the description. That's going to help the channel produce more content even. But if you have other videos, if you have free content on YouTube, you can watch that too. There's a lot of good stuff out there. But I'm just a big fan. RunItOnce had a huge impact for my poker journey too, and I still enjoy the videos. So that's why we're going to put it in there. We need to do some strategy, I guess.
Yes.
And again, the coachings are going to be maybe 2 hours per week. So it's not an everyday thing where you might just get so much input that you don't need anything else. I'll try to search some videos which might fit in and then we'll go. Another one was pre-session focus. Because we talked about it earlier that sometimes you play in a mood which might not be most helpful, I guess, to get to an A game. What do you think there?
sometimes I force myself to play, because if I don't play and it was planned, then I feel a little bit guilty. So, and the thing is, the sessions where I'm not motivated or not focused, that is just like my bankroll is destroyed. So.
Yeah, that's a huge thing. We're gonna get that on point. We'll try again. Once we start the mindset thing, usually we want to get in a mood where that is not a problem, so that you're always kind of in a focused and let's say hyped mindset set to play. That's not always gonna happen, but there's way to influence nutrition, sleep, whatever. If you didn't sleep well the day before, it's tough to play in the evening 2 hours of poker. So
After work, especially.
yeah, after work even. So again, Yann is not the guy having 20 hours every day to play poker. So yes, a lot of people are in that situation and want to get a good balance around that. Do you have some other ideas? Again, this was just a fast way before the session now to come up with some goals.
So I think for weekly goals, we can keep those 3 first. And we will add more than over the time.
Yeah, that's a good plan. On the way, we're gonna come up with some new stuff maybe. This should be for the first few weeks. These will not be sheets for all time. We might adjust some stuff. Same for long term. We didn't even write it down yet. But, okay, this does not work. We didn't even write it down. What's your idea? Let me know. You have some input maybe.
So for me, it's a bit. I would say it's a bit difficult because, so when I was so before the Project Plus project,
Perfect.
I already had some Excel sheets with objectives and so on, but finally most of my objectives were more like outside poker related. For example, I had improved my life quality, life cycle. Stop playing something else than cash game, which is a big objective also.
Yeah.
And stop being so impressed or obsessed, but by the results at the end of the session and so on. I don't have like measurable or really poker related objectives. So I think maybe you have probably better ideas than me.
Yeah, I would put the sample. That's one thing. We want to focus 60k hands. I put the months now here. Okay, how many months do we have? We have November, December, January, February, March, April. So 6 months. I put the 1st of April as a date now to have kind of a long-term date where we can focus on. In my opinion, that's one thing. I don't know if we want to put a bankroll. What's realistic?
We can try, but is it? I think bankroll is really difficult to estimate because when you are still not winning in any stake.
Yeah, true.
Then it's
Let me think about this. 60k hands. We play NL5 now. If we make, let's say, 5 BB per 100, but we'll move up at some point also. NL10, if we make 50 cents every 100 hands, 5 BB, right?
Yes.
So in 1k hands, we make €5. Is that right? Yeah.
I think so, yes.
Yeah. Let's say
it's too early in the morning for calculate.
The goal would be to get you to a 5 BB per 100 win rate. Let's do it that maybe.
Yeah, that would be already insane.
You think so? I think that's possible. We should be able to do that. Let's say on LF5 or overall, just we write it down now to have some mind brainstorming. That would be the goal. So doing that, we make, how much do we make? 50 cents, €5 every 1k hands, 1,000 hands. So 60k hands would be 5 times 60, right?
Yes.
Just €300. Wow. That's a low number. Is it just 300? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Sick. This is gonna be a long way. How did I reach 900 euro in 6 months?
I have no clue. I still watch the graph, the chart yesterday. I don't understand.
I was so. That was, I guess.
But you started from an L2 also.
Yes. No. Yes.
Yes, you started from an L2. Yeah.
But it was killer bankroll management, right?
Yes.
That was a
But
huge thing.
you started with 5 buy-ins.
Yeah. That's gonna be a huge thing. Let me put this up real quick. How did we? Yeah, when did we reach? After how many hands? 20k hands. We reached 100 euro. Okay, I played more hands too. I played 90k hands. After 60k hands, we had 800 euro. Okay. I thought now, the goal is 2k. Seriously, after these 6 months, but that's way off. That's out of every. The goal is maybe not even 1k. We start from 250.
50, maybe double it.
Yeah, 500 or so.
Yeah.
For the bankroll. Big bankroll. That's such a small number. Sick. Also for people to relate on the micros, it's such a long grind. Seriously, yeah.
Yes.
But it's good also for me to get perspective. From my mind, I thought now my 6 months we're gonna make 2k whatever, but it's impossible unless we have a 10-20 big blind win rate.
It's always fun to me to see when you are streaming, when you are playing an L500, and I'm like, dude is playing with 1 buy-in, which is 2 times my bankroll.
Yeah, sick. So maybe we have some other goals which might make sense, do we? Mindset, there will be a lot of goals. More easier to put down, not no results. Just again, the big thing here is the sample, in my opinion. We can influence that. That's gonna be a reasonable goal. What do you think about the sample?
I think sample is okay. I think I could even manage to have a bit more.
Okay.
But
okay.
we will see and adjust maybe over time also.
Perfect.
But I think I could manage even, I would say between 75 and 80k hands, I think. In 6 months.
Okay. How many you play 10 hours a week? Something like that?
Yes. Minimal 8, I would say.
Okay, 8. So how many hands per hour? You know that already? You play on stars?
Let me check.
We can play around a bit, but 4 tables of normal. I play 400 hands, I guess, 6 max. So 8 hours a week, that would be 1.6k hands.
Yeah, exactly. I have 1.6k hands.
No, my mistake. I play 400 hands an hour. So 8, it's 3,200 per week. 3.2k per week. Yeah, that makes sense. Then we reach 12k a month. Right?
Yes, I'm checking because I'm looking at some sessions I see in 2 hours. A bit more than 2 hours, I have like 500 hands.
500?
Yes.
Maybe changing tables and stuff.
Yeah, probably. I need to check again.
I have around 400 per hour playing 4 tables all the time.
4 tables?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it should be. I think it's more accurate.
Should be like that. Sometimes if you don't have enough tables, it might be lower. But for me, it should be that in the stream. So, yeah. One thing we need to put down is bankroll management. Maybe we can do that real quick. What's going to be our rules? We can put it in here also. Bankroll management. It should be good to have already, in my opinion, a focus there, or a rule, whatever. What do you think? When are we gonna be able to move up?
Okay, these rules. Okay. So actually 200 euros. So it's 50 buy-ins in NL5, right? Yeah, the question is, do we get more and more aggressive also, or do we keep 50 buy-ins?
I would play some shot once you have a good feeling. Once you think you improved now, you can handle it, you have some decent results on NL5. I would put some shots once we reach, let's say, what's the higher stakes? NL10. At 100, no, not 100, 400, I would take 5 buy-in shot.
Okay.
Let's say we reach 400 euro. €400, I would take 50 euro as a shot. And once we reach 350 again, we go back down until we reach 400 again.
Yeah, seems good.
Bankroll management, how do we call this? Shot intervals. 5 buy-in shot. Can we do it like that?
Yep.
Okay. Ooh, yeah. Something else? We're getting a bit out of time, right? We started late today.
Yes.
Otherwise, they quit your job.
No, I'm still fine if we do 10 more minutes. So
okay, perfect.
not an issue.
Yeah, we got some. Again, we might adjust this at some point. We might come up with a better graph, whatever. But this is just for now to have some ideas. The goal is to improve and to grind for now. Did you grind last week?
I grinded last week, yes.
How was the result?
Okay-ish.
Do you have a sample? These were a bit from the sheet, were a bit outdated now, right?
They're a bit outdated, yes.
Yeah.
They don't take the last month into account.
Okay, you have the last month maybe to take a real quick look?
Yes.
Maybe we can also look at some stats, whatever. To have a small, maybe I get an impression.
Yes, let me send you
Mm-hmm.
a picture. Okay, so this is last month.
Okay, let me see. Oh, can I zoom in here? Fuck, it's a bit small.
1 second, I make it better, I think.
Maybe it was my mistake. Some other ideas. Again, you can find all the links in the description. If you want to support the project, this should be fun. This will be an awesome series, in my opinion, to follow along. So, yeah, I see it now. Okay, thank you.
Is it better?
Yeah, it's a bit better. I can't really read the small numbers.
Yeah,
no, I can read it. It's fine. So you grind at 66 sessions. How many hands? 4.7k hands?
Yes, that's from beginning of this month.
Sorry, I cannot see it in the... People cannot see it. I'll put it up. Now you see it down there. Okay, it's a bit blurry, but it's fine. 4.7k hands here. Small loss, 550 euro. BB per hunters are destroying us. What the fuck?
Yes. Yeah. So basically, it was fine at the beginning. Then I played one session too much, I would say, which I lost almost like. So I lost in the same session 7 buy-ins. Then I made in 1 hour. So that was in 1 hour on stream. Then I put the screen, be right back, and I took a deep breath outside. And then I went back and got 4 buy-ins again, and it was then the way to win up to minus 15. But I how to say, I managed to get back to minus 15.
Okay.
And then after I went back to minus 15, I played another time, which I was not concentrated at all.
Okay. Basically, those 7 binds you think were a problem because you played in a bad mood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. We'll need to fix that.
Yeah, 100%. I was like, I need to play because it's scheduled. And I shouldn't have played this session.
Yeah. Do you have some tilt hands in there? Like some crazy hands where you thought, what the fuck I did there?
I don't. It would be hard to find it in
Okay.
the tracker itself
We
now.
we
but
might
I
look it
know,
next time.
I know. I had one hand. I was like in the button. 3-bet the cutoff.
Yeah.
A4 bets. I5 bet with like king queen suited.
On NL5.
Yeah, and he raised all in, I call, and of course I was so off.
Okay, that's a tilt hand. How many big blinds?
That was a tilt hand. On this hand?
Yeah.
I was
100
full stack,
BB?
so 100, yes.
Okay, still, yeah, that's definitely a punt.
And yeah, he had deuces, but
Deuces?
yes.
How? What's
He had
going
deuces,
on?
but he found the set. So
People are crazy. Again, people are crazy on micros. You need to be patient and just wait for a hand. Deuces are gonna be wrecked against your range. What the heck?
yes.
Sick.
And,
You even flipped and lost the flip.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Sick. That hurts even more seeing that hand.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay.
That was one example out of too much more.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good point. I guess we leave it like that. Again, we have the weekly goals. That's going to be to grind 10k hands until next week. Watch one video and to only play focused sessions. What else do we have? I thought maybe we do that next week to look at some general stats, how you play. Do you have, what's your VPIP, PFA or so? You have some averages just to have an idea?
I think I have it in the document.
Is it in there?
No.
Let me see.
Maybe not.
You have.
But let's see.
Maybe we can just to have an impression for people.
So for this month, I had 31 in VPIP.
Okay, that's way too high, in my opinion, if you're not super experienced.
Yep, 25 in Riffle Parade.
Yeah.
And 3-bet total 15.
In my opinion, yeah, you're playing too loose aggressive and not patient enough. I would say just from hearing those numbers. Again, rake is super high on micros. We need to play tight. We need to play maybe 25% of hand, if even.
Okay.
So this is not, you see people stream and defend, let's say 6-4 suited against a min raise, 2.5x. Do you think, okay, that's a good play on LF5, I do the same? No. Rake is way too high. Don't try to go crazy against people. Just be patient. I can't remember our stats exactly in the challenge. But yeah, this is just... I'm going to switch screen now because I think it's fine for now. Try to play this week. Try to be mindful and cautious about which hands you play. So play tight, especially early. Play super tight, UGG, MP. Try to focus, okay, button cutoff, try to steal if there's tight blinds. If blinds are not tight, don't play many hands there too. Mm-hmm. You got some pre-flop ranges or from kill till?
Some, but yes. I have some, I built some also, but
okay. Basically, yeah. For this week, we tried to find a video on RunItOnce talking about pre-flop, about Microstakes maybe even, whatever. And we try to focus playing tight. That's the main point, because 31-25 is way too loose, in my opinion. Yes. If you got close spots, just fold pre-flop. That's the first point. That way, you also avoid the fact to play very marginal situations post-flop, which might cost you a ton of EV.
Yes. Yes, sure. And I'm gambling. I like gambling, so it's not a good deal also.
Yeah, we need to get some discipline there, I guess.
Yes, for sure.
That's the theme for the week. Get discipline. Let's put that into just to have an overall, to see if you get an impression. Get disciplined pre-flop. That's a point. Every session you play, try to go in there with that on your mind. Okay, avoid the marginal spots. Just play tight, solid. And then, in my opinion, the win rate will already adjust a bit. I would doubt someone playing tight, solid here, losing 20 BB. That's impossible, in my opinion.
Okay.
Okay, that's at least gonna shift you making mistakes post-flop, whatever. That's gonna help you to get maybe to minus 10 BB, whatever. Just avoiding a lot of tough spots. Yeah, last few words.
So yeah, I'm super hyped to see where this will go.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I will be streaming so most of the sessions on Twitch from Monday to Friday. So from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Most of the sessions. Maybe I will do 1 or 2 off, but I think most of them will be streamed.
That's perfect. Yeah, every evening basically, Central European time. I mean, every evening, Monday through Friday. Yeah.
Yes.
Again, if you don't feel like it, you can skip a day. The goal will be to get 80% on point. You don't need to get every session perfect. Yeah, sounds really good. Again, I'm super hyped. I don't know. I never coached. Once more, I never had a coach, never coached, but we'll try to improve. That's our goal. So where we end up, who knows?
Let's see.
Again, people watching this, first of all, thank you for watching 56 minutes right now. That's awesome. So I see you're super hyped about this too. Let me know in the comments, what would you like to see by us? We're going to try to bring some session reviews, some general hand reviews, analyzing database, maybe other stuff, but you might have some awesome ideas too. Let us know in the comments. Let us know if you're hyped for the project plus the beginning. And that's it. Yann, you want to say bye?
Goodbye, and thank you for listening.
Thanks for joining. That's going to be awesome. Again, as always, stay positive and see you in the next episode next Sunday, 6 p.m. Bye-bye.